Hello everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. I should probably show you what exactly I've been up to, but firstly I want to move just a little bit. There we go. This is the feature that has been unlocked after I finished the quest last time, the main quest. We now have enemy clans. In this case, let me check, this is Clan Marble. Engage first, then ask questions is their motto. They like a good, clean fight. Okay. So we now have enemy clans appearing on the map. And as I move around the map, they will also move around. Let's just see if we can't make them do it. There we go. I don't know if their movements are entirely random. I think they are more likely to move towards you than away from you, but I have not found a way to completely predict their movements yet. I have used those clans which just randomly spawn to level up my characters a little bit and also improve their abilities. Napkov is now level 7 and he is currently learning the life ability. Actually I think I need to... Should select? Yeah. So revive, life does revive downed units and deals damage to zombies. It's basically a resurrection spell. Still have not got any support or reflex or combo abilities on him, but that's to be expected. Turner? I think he was a white monk last time. I've now changed him to a warrior. He has learned 2 white monk abilities, which unlocks the bishop and templar classes for him. And he will need to learn 2 warrior abilities. I think he's currently... Yeah, he's currently learning Speed Break, which takes 200 AP, I believe. And once he's got 2 warrior abilities, he'll unlock the other 2 classes that are available for the Banga. So he's pretty much very close to being quote-unquote finished. I want, basically for each race, I want a character that has all the classes of that race available. Because there are certain missions that require you to have a certain job in your party. And so I would like to be able to do those quests by just changing the job of someone into that required job. Mont Blanc is now level 6. I don't believe very much has changed. Except I've actually mastered that, interesting. I've taught him/her the next strongest fire spell. I don't believe I've got... Yeah, I don't have anything else yet, so... the shops have stocked up their stuff. Let me just go to Cyril quickly. The shop. They have expanded their the available items, basically. So I can now buy the next level of rods to teach, well, the next level of spells. I'm buying a Thunder Rod and a Sleet Rod. The Fire Wheel Rod, which I already have, teaches the 2nd level fire spell. Thunder teaches 2nd level thunder, and, well, it's all fairly intuitive. So let me leave this now. I just wanted to do this quickly before I forget, and then, okay, now he's learning that ability. Viola has learned 2 archer abilities, so she can now learn to be a sniper. I don't believe she's... she's actually learned Conceal, that's good. I might want her to learn some Fencer abilities next. The Viera have a class called the Assassin, or a job, rather. And that's a really quite advanced job, which is... It takes a lot of other skills, basically. You know, as to learn advanced jobs, you need to master abilities from lesser jobs, and the Assassin has quite a complicated chain of jobs that you need to learn skills from in order to master, to be able to become an assassin. So I'll have to check exactly how that works. I don't believe I've got any other bows for her. No, I don't. Okay. My own character has now become a fighter. He's learned 2 soldier abilities, so he can now become a paladin and a fighter. So I've made him a fighter, and I've already started leveling him up. He's currently learning... He's not learning Air Render anymore. he was, but he mastered it, so let's give him the Sweet Blade. I have given him... I should probably show you that. I know it's a little talky, but bear with me. I've also given him the Battletech ability as his sort of second ability, active ability group. That means he can still do first aid on himself. The main reason I do that is because there's no enemy in range for him to fight. I want him to use first aid every turn in order to get 10 experience from that, basically. Aside from that, not really much changed. Mesara has become a blue mage. He will be a blue mage until he's mastered the learning ability. I think mastering learning does take a fair amount of time. Yeah, 400 AP. Once he's mastered that, I'm changing its class to something else, because he only needs the passive ability learning active, as in I must have it equipped on him to be able to learn stuff. It doesn't matter if he's actually a blue mage, so I don't want him staying as a blue mage for very long, basically. My thief hasn't learned much. I don't think I've taken Dickens out on any fights. Etoile hasn't done much, and that's it. Okay. I've also decided that I'm not going to do as much off-screen leveling as I initially thought, because it's going to make the actual quests a little too easy. So let's check the pub. Are there any new rumors? There are not. Are there any new missions? There are. The last day. I need an ancient medal for this quest, which I don't have. Okay. Girl in love. I need white thread and a white mage. I have a white mage, I don't have white thread. So, the Sky Pole. That's the only one I might be able to do. It doesn't require anything, so I should be able to do it, and I get the ancient medal for it, so that's nice. In the future I will be doing dispatch missions off screen as well. So, just, you know. Okay, let's see who we can take. I want someone who's basically jumping up and down like this, because this indicates that the person is able to do the quests, such as Mesara, because that's a woman's name anyway. I don't really like bringing him out in fights, he's kind of useless. Okay, so, have you heard of the Sky Pole on the southern peninsula? They say it's a stairway to the gods. I'd like to see that. Okay. And now I think the next thing to do would be Foul Thief. A thief has been coming in the night and stealing our chickens. Please catch him for us. We need to win a battle. We get 3,600 gil, which is quite good, and there's no special requirements. So let's do it. I'm almost out of money, but that should be solved quite quickly. Okay. And the mission takes place right here. The current laws are, or rather the law is, that chivalry is forbidden and charge is recommended, which I don't care about. Let's save this. Don't be too confused by the massive time difference between last time save and this time save. When I'm playing off-screen leveling, I'm using the speed up feature of the emulator quite a bit. And so that makes the in-game counter, that counts how long I've been playing, go a lot faster as well. So I haven't actually played 2 hours, it's probably been more like half an hour. But yeah, while I'm not recording, there's no reason for me not to speed up the action. Okay, let's go for Foul Thief. And I'm still drinking some coffee on the side, I hope that's okay. We only get 3 party members for this mission. Let me just quickly check if this guy has anything worth stealing. Not really, no. So I think I'll take Mont Blanc as well, and Mukid. And I'm hoping that'll work out. The enemy guy is level 7, so he's quite strong. I've been found. Nothing to do but fight my way out. Thief, give back those chickens. I have to defeat the boss, but really there's only one enemy, so it's not that surprising. Yes, he starts off at level 7, making him usually a fairly strong encounter at this stage of the game. And of course what he does is physical damage using a dagger, knife, something along those lines. So using Protect on my party members is a good idea. And then I guess wait, we don't want you getting too close to the action. He has counter, so that's a bit of a bummer. But I actually now have an ability that allows me to bypass that ability, which is Air Render. Air Render is a it's a ranged attack, which does exactly the same damage as a normal attack. If you check, that'll be the same amount of damage, but it's ranged. Actually, does it do the same? I mean, I know it always did. I just want to make sure and check. Actually, it does more damage at this stage, but that's because he's got some resistance, I believe. In any case, there is no reason not to use Air Render. It doesn't cost mana, and it I don't know why it does more damage, but I've definitely never seen it do less damage than a standard attack, and it's ranged. And the counter ability that he has, which allows him to strike back at me when I strike him, only works if I'm adjacent to him. So his counter ability does nothing, but I do the same damage, or for some reason more damage, than I normally would. And I guess I'll do a thunder attack. Because I did some leveling in between the episodes, I'm kind of a little stronger at this stage than the game really expects me to, which makes this fight a little easier than it usually would be. This guy can be a little troublesome at low levels actually, but I am doing okay at the moment. How about you go down here? And because there's really nothing else to do, just use a cure. Really, purely for the experience. I'll do the same thing I did last time, and Air Render from behind for the increased chance to hit and the inability for the enemy to counter. And there we go. That was quite easy. Boss! And mission cleared. Alright, Foul Thief cleared. We get money and points and things. Oh, our clan level is unaffected. Fair enough. That'll come into play later, but I've already explained that, I believe. So I think it's now time to end the episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.